Well, hey y'all, happy Wednesday. It is about 6:15ish Wednesday evening, and I just got done my job at Currahee Outdoors for the day, and I'm fixing to head home, but want to give y'all an update since I didn't do a video on Sunday. I'm happy, very happy to report that I have turned a corner, starting sometime about a week ago, after my last Sunday video where I was dying all day because I was in so much pain. The chiropractic treatment started to kick in and my pain levels have dropped. I'm still in some form of pain, basically 24/7, but instead of being, on the scale from 7 to 10, it's anywhere from like a 2 to a 6 now most of the time, which is vast improvement. It still hurts a lot when I wake up in the morning. Mornings are my worst time of day, but as the day goes on, it gets better, especially when I'm working at the Maryland Fried Chicken job, at the grill, running around the kitchen all day. The more I move, the less it hurts usually. And I have an even better update. At my church, there is a naturopathic doctor who goes there, and he's been giving me advice on, supplements and things I should be taking and avoiding, etc., dietary-wise, to help combat the inflation that is aggravating everything. Well, he has a colleague who's a physical therapist, and he connected me with physical therapist guy. So I went Monday for a physical therapy evaluation and appointment. That went really well. He gave me some exercises to do twice a day, every day, which of course I will be doing religiously. And also he did, I had the joy of experiencing dry needling treatment, which is kind of like acupuncture, except instead of, acupuncture stays on the surface layers of the skin, dry needling goes down deep into the muscle to do whatever it does. So I got to be a pincushion for about 20 minutes on Monday, and then do some physical therapy exercises and some stretches. And I woke up Tuesday morning and my pain was so drastically reduced. Like, I woke up and I just got out of bed, and then it hit me like 10 minutes later, oh my god, I just woke up and got out of bed. It wasn't this whole ordeal. There was some pain, but there wasn't much. Now this morning, of course, I woke up and my left side, which has been my problematic side, was in a lot more pain, and my lower back was more painful than it was yesterday. But I'm going to go home and do my physical therapy exercises, and that's going to help. And yeah, so I am on the right track. It is finally, thank God, going the way it should. There is real live hope now, thank God. It was looking really grim for a minute there. But it seems to have turned a corner. So for the rest of August, I am going to the chiropractor twice a week. And on Mondays, every Monday for the next 6 weeks, I'm also going to go to the physical therapist. And I will have my chiropractor appointment on Monday, then an hour later, that's just the way the schedule has worked out. Go to my physical therapist, get stabbed with 20 or 30 needles for 20 minutes, do some physical therapy, do that for the next 6 weeks, and then hopefully after that first 6 weeks we can stretch it out, to less frequently. Right now I'm paying $100 a week for the chiropractor, $125 a week for the physical therapist. So, thank God I have 2 jobs. If I didn't have the second job, y'all, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. So I am immensely grateful. So yeah, hopefully in a couple months, things are going to be, exponentially better. Basically, by the time I get to work, within the first hour of my shift, my pain generally drops down to like a 1 or a 2. At least that's been my experience so far this week, which is a really good thing. And My second job isn't as active as my first job, so I tend to be in a bit more pain when I go home from job number 2. But even today, you know, I'm in pain, but not to the level I have been. So that's a plus. That is a plus, and I'm really hoping that my restaurant is closed for Labor Day. I'd really like to do a one-night trip, you know, backpacking trip if I can. I'm really hoping, because for one night I'm not going to need to carry a lot of heavy stuff. It's 1 day of food, 2 days of food really. Summer gear, light, not difficult. I am hoping they will clear me for that. If not, okay, fine. I'll find some other mischief to get into. But you know, it's a thought in my head. It's a goal. But yeah, now I'm gonna go home, do my physical therapy. I just wanted to let y'all know the latest update that I am no longer like sobbing in agony every night. Knock on wood. There has been significant improvement. You know, like I said, don't think I'm like healed and better and like, yay, there's no pain. No, there's pain. It's just depending on what time of day it is, depending on how active I've been, it can be, you know, a 2 at the chicken job. By the time I get home, it can be back up to a 6 or 7. It just depends. But that's better than it was, because before, you know, the low end of the pain scale, it was a 7 on up to a 10. You know, there's a couple times when I was driving to work and just sitting in the car hurt so badly. I was literally sobbing on the way to work, and a couple times I came this close to just diverting and going to the ER. That's how bad I hurt. More than once. Within the past couple weeks, but yeah, within the past like 7 days or so, it seems to have turned a corner and is improving, and thank you God. So yeah, y'all keep the prayers coming, because I am still focused on getting back on that trail, and I'm thinking probably April 2nd, that first Saturday in April, I think. I'm not sure. It might be whatever Saturdays before that, but it's going to be one of those 2 Saturdays that I go back on the trail. Either the last Saturday in March or the first Saturday in April. I have not 100% decided yet, but that's my goal. It'll depend on my physical healing and how much money I get saved. Right now I have 0 saved because it's all going to the doctors. But one thing at a time. Anyway, that's it. I gotta get home, gotta eat dinner, gotta do my exercises, gotta sleep because I gotta be at work at 5 tomorrow, and that alarm goes off real freaking early. So have a good night, y'all. Bye for now.